Good evening, everybody. That should give you a pretty decent time frame as to when I'm recording. This is Dark Sage Walker, and I think it's time to take on another challenge. We're going to do a simple one this time, Purist. This is just base Isaac, no items, and it goes to Mom's heart. There's still no item rooms, so the best way to get strong is to rely on shops, cursed rooms, and devil deals. This challenge used to be kind of the ultimate challenge back in just vanilla Rebirth, but of course this challenge's difficulty has been completely supplanted by things like speed and back-ass words. In other words, nowadays it's there as a legacy, but its difficulty is completely dwarfed now by challenges that kind of pulled out stops and said, hey, wonder if we can design runs that people will do anyway, even though they're completely fucking dumb. Well, I'm one of those completely fucking dumb people that have done all the challenges on a previous save file, and I'm gonna do it again on this save file too because I like this game enough to the point where I'm almost masochistic. Alright, and I'm pretty certain that that's the super secret room. Ooh.
Telepill.
Oh, and that's the secret room. Okay, random. Not upset, just confused. Give me that money. Oh yeah. I like having wealth. Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am a little upset. It has nothing to do with work. Work was fine. It has nothing. Oh, really? For those of you who don't know, we are kind of in the middle of another YouTube Adpocalypse. For those who don't know what that is, that's when some shit goes down that threatens content creators by making it difficult for them to monetize or even post their work. And what a great time when I'm trying to get started on YouTube, huh? It's a great time for just some random asshat to decide that they have to go scorched earth on YouTube just because they don't like something. If you haven't figured out who I'm talking about yet, I'm talking about the Vox Adpocalypse started by Carlos Maza, and it mostly centers around his extreme dislike of Steven Crowder. Now, I don't know why this issue even has to be a thing, but apparently the best way to handle criticism is just to take away everything that people like and tell them to go fuck themselves. That seems to be the route that Carlos Maza has taken anyways. He's pulling strings at YouTube to try to get people deplatformed because, yeah, that's a good idea. Just completely ruin people's livelihoods. And I know there are a lot of channels that got demonetized, and hey, wouldn't you know it? It's mostly been channels on skepticism, channels that more or less disagree with him. Yeah, what fun! What great times to be living in. So anyone that says that these people on the left aren't for fascism and eliminating freedom of speech, sorry, but this little action proves otherwise. I have no respect for people that do this to others. One makes me small. Apparently that's pheromones. And you've decided just because you think that if people don't agree with your points of view that they shouldn't have a voice, you've decided that in order to get back at people, you're going to basically deplatform a huge chunk of YouTube, make it difficult on startups like me to even be seen, and then just go on your merry fucking way. So I don't know why you think this is a good idea, but I can take a guess. Now, stop me if this sounds familiar, but Vox Media is hemorrhaging money. And in order to save face, they're going to do whatever it is they can to do so, including discredit and deplatform people. Because nothing says money earning like completely destroying freedom of speech. So what they're basically telling me is that so long as you agree with them, it's okay to speak. But if you don't agree with them, or if you have an unpopular opinion, oh, we better deplatform you, you're dangerous, you're horrible. You're the sort of person that deserves to be deplatformed and have their livelihood ruined. So, just as a means of making sure that I've got this right, you're the guy that's supporting violence by saying that throwing milkshakes at people you don't agree with is okay, but people who are saying, now let's calm down and think this through rationally, they're the ones that need to be deplatformed and the ones that you're deeming evil. Okay, that's how this works. I wasn't aware that that fact meant something so completely different to you than it does to most. Another pin. This is easy enough. Look, the fact of the matter is, this serves two purposes. One, trying to silence Steven Crowder, which, honestly, I'm a little upset that their little squabble has gone that far in the first place. But two, and more importantly, it's designed to undermine and eliminate freedom of speech for the rest of us. They want YouTube gone. Vox Media does not care about freedom of speech. They would rather see the whole thing go scorched earth than to have to, debate someone or talk anything through on a rational level, or to even understand why people prefer non-traditional media at this point. So take some time to understand your audience. Truly get to the bottom of why traditional media. Wow, still can't talk. Why traditional media is failing in this day and age? Who needs that? Let's just kill it all. And that is what they've chosen. They've chosen complete scorched earth. And I don't know how many people have been deplatformed by this bullshit. I know it's a lot. I know it's a good number of people that I like that have been hit by this. Come on, God, I hate spiders. Okay, I'm not sure I necessarily like that, but at least now I can get into the secret room. And yes, I do know where the secret room is. And this will put us a little closer to Guppy, so we'll definitely take that. Ow! Son of a bitch. And for what it's worth, no, I'm not worried about my health. Things have been going pretty well in this run lately, so... By the way, the reason why I'm flying now, because I don't think I've adequately explained Empty Vessel, is basically if you have no red hearts, then Empty Vessel gives you the ability to fly, but more importantly, it also... that's interesting. Run this guy over. That didn't work. But more importantly, it also gives you the ability... it also gives you a barrier roughly every 40 seconds if there's any sort of danger in the room. So in other words, if it's a room you haven't cleared yet, then Empty Vessel will help you out. It's a very good item. I love Empty Vessel quite a bit. I'm happy to take it with me on this journey through the Purist Challenge. And yes, Samson's chain can block shots. It's again, it's an item that gets undervalued. See, there's the barrier. It's an item that gets undervalued because, well, it's because it doesn't do anything overtly great. It can break blocks if it runs them over, and it can do some damage to enemies. Its big draw, though, is that it blocks shots. It's also a good way to break blocks if you don't have bombs. To be fair, my bomb supply is a little limited. Oh, that hurt. Now, I'm not changing the subject. I'm not backing down on this Carlos Maza bullshit, because this man thinks it's better for everyone to just get deplatformed rather than have to, you know, reason or rationalize anything. I find it disturbing and sickening, and this person is very deeply disturbed. Alright, you don't get to dictate other people's livelihoods just because, what, you're Hispanic and gay? Well, Lottie friggin' dog. You're not special. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can think of that is inherently less special. And no, that's not a jab at Hispanic people, that's just saying you're just another person on this planet. You aren't owed anything, no one owes you anything, you're just another person. So why you think it's okay to screw with other people and their livelihoods is beyond me out. Okay, that might actually have some bad consequences. God damn it. Okay, getting upset. I'm gonna lose this run because the game just won't let me go through a room without taking damage. Okay, I need to play it careful now because I'm in a bad spot. Oh, that was really dumb. No, thank you. So, I don't know about the rest of you. I'm definitely a little worried about my future on YouTube, even though I've done nothing wrong. And that's because, frankly, they don't care who's done something wrong or not. They just want YouTube gone. That's what they want. They just want YouTube gone. And this seems like a really great time for them to start pulling some garbage like this, you know, just as someone is trying to get started on the platform. Like, seriously, y'all couldn't have picked a better time. How dare someone come onto the platform and actually want to, you know, share something with people, have some fun, maybe just enjoy themselves on the platform. How dare anyone want to try monetizing the work that they make? Alright. Oh, thank you, Empty Vessel. You're making my life so much easier. Which is nice, because I am playing like an idiot right now. By the way, the reason why I took... I mean, I have the ability to have 2 trinkets, but I would have gone with Wiggle Worm over... I would have definitely gone Wiggle Worm over Pushpin, because 1, it's consistent, and 2, it's a fire rate upgrade. I believe I've been over that already, but hey, never hurts to repeat the facts. Yes, of course. I know I'm 1 hit away from death, so I gotta play it real cool right now. Oh, okay. I thought for sure that was going to be a secret room. Oh, well. Woo! We made it. We got some health back. We got some damage. Oh, things are looking up. Alright, no more playing like an idiot. And see, I was right. 1 hit away from demise. Unfortunately, the Guppy's tail treatment is giving me the runaround. I have no keys right now. And once again, because I feel I haven't explained this, what Guppy's tail does is it makes it so that your reward for clearing rooms is treasure chests. It's often a gold one, which is all well and good until you're out of keys. And that's the curse of it, is that it basically makes it so you never have keys. So right now, finding a key is a damn miracle, but at the same time, I'm also 1 item away from Guppy, so if I manage to get the Guppy transformation, completely worthwhile. I'm good. So, help me out with this, because maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Why is it that instead of, you know, having rational conversation and trying to understand people's points of view, why is it that instead of doing any of that, the better idea is just to censor people, is just to say, no, you don't get to talk? Like, why is that the wiser thing to do than to try to understand things, than to, you know, try to make sense of... Ha, joke's on me, there are no item rooms. Like, not only that, but to go so far out of your way to hurt people that have nothing to do with you or your petty little argument. Like, it's ridiculous, and it's gone way too far at this point. Now, there's no way that Maza is going to be watching my video. The fact of the matter is, this man actually has a platform. He's got something. I'm basically just bitching to 12 people, but let's be fair, it's passionate bitching. So there's no way that he's gonna actually sit and watch my shit. So let's have some fun with that. To Mr. Maza, I don't know why you think that this strategy is the best that you can do to, you know, save face and your cushy little job at Vox Media. But the fact of the matter is, you going so far out of your way just to deplatform people that don't agree with you is sad, sickening. It really just makes me feel nothing but anger. You've made a lot of enemies pulling this little strategy of yours. Yep, I'm taking the chance, I don't care. If that was the intention, if the intention was to make a bunch of enemies and just burn everything to the ground, well, congratulations, you've done that. I think you've done that very effectively. Well done, you. Now, if you were looking for anyone to actually give a damn about you or your position, if you were actually trying to, you know, make a difference, get people to listen to you, well, I'm pretty sure that the time has already passed for that. I don't really understand why this was your ace in the hole to begin with. Okay.
2 of clubs.
Oh, there we go. Now, is it going to create... I didn't think so, but that's good enough as is. Take my Fool card. Hit this up with my key. Okay, that kind of wasn't worth it. I don't really need 5 more coins. Like, I guess I don't understand the mindset. I've always been the sort that thinks if someone or something is having a problem with you, then sit down, talk it out, figure out what it is, and work out a solution. There are times in which it's fun to say, "I'ma whoop yo ass," but we all know that's not the right solution. Most of us have more common sense than that. Some of us don't, and that's why some of us end up going to prison. But in the long run, most of us know better than to make big, bold threats like that. But apparently, Mr. Maza, you never learned that lesson, because you've now fired shots not just at Crowder, who's the one you seem to have a problem with, but with all of YouTube. You've definitely made your position known, whether anyone wants to hear it or fucking not.
Puberty.
And we'll pick that up because I'll probably still have Guppy's Paw, and I can turn that into more soul hearts after this floor. But the fact of the matter is, I'd never even heard of Carlos Maza, or for that matter, Steven Crowder until this happened. I knew who neither of these people were. Sorry, but I have my own problems to worry about. I can't be worried about everybody else's drama. But see, when you turn your drama into other people's problems, that's when they start asking questions. That's when they start going, okay, who are these people? Why is this happening? What the hell is going on? And yes, that's exactly what I did. I started asking questions. Now that I have some idea of who these people are, I can say in all honesty, I don't really appreciate the direction that this has gone, and I'm quite upset about it, but if there is blame to be had, it's definitely more on the side of Carlos Maza. I would say that, you know, shame on Steven Crowder for poking the sleeping bear, but let's be fair, Vox Media and this sad little excuse of a journalist, that's not a sleeping bear. That bear has been shot. And that brings us full circle back to the reason why I lost my train of thought. I'm pathetic. Brings us full circle back to the reason why traditional media is failing. That's because, first of all, it's not really giving us, you know, information or news. everything that we see on like CBS, NBC, most of these traditional media places, it's mostly lies. It's garbage that's been bought, sold, and paid for. You're not getting actual reporting. You're not getting any real facts. You're getting what's been approved for you to know. Hello. Now I just need to get that to happen during a real run and not one where achievements are locked. Here we go. Oh, I've got a barrier up now. Bring it. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Alright, only 2 more floors to go, and this looks pretty much in the bag. And now, like I said, we're just going to turn that into soul hearts and carry on. Oh, store key? Interesting, but I'd rather not. Come on. I think that, to me, is the saddest part about all of this, is that I had no idea who this fucker was. I was not following anything he was saying. I wasn't following anything Crowder was saying. I really have no horse in this race aside from that I'm a new content creator on YouTube, and I'd rather not have my opportunity squandered by essentially a bunch of bicker. It's like y'all two have this like Mean Girls drama going on, and you can't just keep it to yourself. Like I said, Maza is definitely the real offender here, but you know, it's not to say that there's no fault to be had either way. But do I think Crowder deserved to be deplatformed? Hell no. He didn't do anything wrong. The worst that he did was call out Maza for being a shit journalist. And yeah, he may have said some things that might have gone over the line mildly. But again, I don't know what those things are, and do I think that they're so bad that he needs to be deplatformed, or that, you know, the entire service needs to be deplatformed? Well, no, I really don't.
The stars.
Oh, hello. Man, this run is good. I'm loving this. Oh, here we go. Stick with that. Honestly, I think this whole thing could have been handled by just sitting down, talking about the issues that you had with Crowder, and just calling it a day. But no, you had to get a bunch of people who had no part in this caught up in the crossfire. And I'm guessing that wasn't an accident. I'm pretty sure that was a plan. And that's the part that I find to be the saddest about all of this, is that this was definitely done as a plan. Because you're trying to save Vox. You're trying to discredit YouTube, make it seem like a place that's only being visited by people who believe in hate. And I gotta say, that's probably about the furthest thing from the truth I can imagine. No, you know what YouTube is? It's a neutral goddamn entity. And I wouldn't have gotten Guppy anyway. It's just a place where people go to to record themselves, to put up some videos, to share their opinion, to have some fun. It's right there in YouTube's old motto, YouTube, broadcast yourself. Now, if you're coming on saying that we can only broadcast what you like, then how is it any different than when when all we had was TV and we just had to believe what everyone told us? No, YouTube is special because it isn't curated content, because it's not specially cut and edited. YouTube is special because of the people who come on to record videos, to share information, to have fun, to make something. We don't have $1 million editing studios and the money of an entire third world country backing us up. We just have ourselves. And I argue that that is the most impassioned entertainment you can get. And you want to shit on that because of some Mean Girls drama, and because you don't like that YouTube is a free and open platform. Maza, you're pathetic. You're pathetic, you're a sad, sad person, you are ugly on the inside, and I hope that at some point or another you come to your senses. I really do. What you're doing right now, it's not being done because you love people. It's being done purely out of hate. That goes very much against the entire reason why you decided to start this drama in the first place. I seriously hope you rethink what you're doing, because becoming the enemy of free speech and going after everyone like this, that's how trouble starts. I don't think any of us want trouble. You're the one that started it, and I hope that you have the common sense to be the one that ends it. Anyways, that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube-y stuff. See if you can help me rise in the ranks, and maybe if I'm lucky, the Adpocalypse will skip me over. And I am a kind of small pebble in the foundation, so maybe no one will notice me. But that's all for me. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I'll be seeing you.